What is going on, everyone? Sinful Pocket Monster here, and today we are doing something just a little different. I have what is my first eBay dispute, actually. Someone who is requesting a refund, which in the eBay world is normal. They probably get thousands of requests every day. But the weird thing about this one is the person that we're discussing purchased this item on the 19th. The item was stated as delivered on the 24th, and 10 days after that, they are now putting in a request for a refund, and this request was put in at 2 in the morning. I was awake and got the notification and was able to act instantly, thankfully. I'm very glad I wasn't asleep when this happened. But anyway, so yeah, July 4th says was delivered but was not at the front door. And then I just replied saying I received a notification that the card hasn't arrived, but it arrived on the 24th, which was 10 days ago from July 4th. And then I asked them why they didn't want to reach out to me or waited so long to send the request, because it's so weird to wait 10 days after spending basically $50. We'll just say 50, right? Because I'm pretty sure he's telling himself he spent $50. I would tell myself I spent 60. Fuck it. But anyway, why would you wait 10 days for something like this? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So they say it took a few days because they had to ask their neighbors, you know, which happens. Sometimes a mailman or mailwoman just messes up and things happen. But I said, I'm really sorry, but that doesn't take 10 days. If it takes any of you 10 days to talk to your neighbors, I'm sorry. You're not the most efficient person in the world. And I told him that I spoke with eBay support about this, and they agreed with me. To take 10 days is just a very poor way to handle a situation like this. And they told me on the 11th I could contact them again, and I will have this case closed, because it's really sketch right now at this point in the story. It was just really sketch for me. I told him, you waited to take action for over a week from the delivered date. No contact made with me at all, and when I did contact him, he didn't reply after receiving the request, you know, because he was up at 2 a.m. and I messaged him, but he didn't message back. So it was just a little weird. You're making requests, but when I message you, you don't message back. So what's really going on here? And it took 10 days to ask the neighbor. I just said that again. I'm sorry, but I will not be refunding this order. Just like nothing here is making any sense. And then he just started to make a little sense. I work full time, makes sense. Your neighbors aren't always home, makes sense. Live in a cul-de-sac and 5 mailboxes all together. Also makes sense. I mean, if you've been in the trailer court, you know the mailboxes are sometimes just put right together, and that's how it is. It's easier for the mailman. But anyway, and he said he's not like he had one person to talk to, and said I was being rude, which maybe I was. Maybe I did come off as rude, but 10 days afterwards and the state of Pokemon right now, I just thought it was a scammer. I automatically was thinking, okay, I'm dealing with a scammer. Someone who's trying to take money from me at this point. And so then I'm just kind of thinking here, okay, why am I being rude? Just take into consideration things happen to people and whatnot. But where I get a little upset is they actually sent a second message, right? And they're basically just quoting what I typed right down to here. So I received a notification that the card hasn't arrived, and I asked why. And then I received a notification, blah, 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 24, blah, blah, blah. So they basically sent it to me twice, right? Something that I said to them like I needed to know exactly what I said. But anyway, but I stated it was delivered. The card has not been delivered as of yet, and I'm requesting a refund or help in finding the package. This is where I'm getting a little more kind of sketched out and actually a little irritated, because he said I have bought several thousand items from eBay and never had an issue where it says delivered and wasn't delivered, which is absolute insanity, folks. I have only delivered a few hundred packages on eBay in my entire life, not even like counting Macari, and I've had this issue before. There's no way you've bought thousands of items and this has never happened. Anyone who buys off eBay consistently, sells on eBay consistently, is definitely having problems with USPS more than one time. It's just, that's the math of it. It's how it goes. Your post office is not the good one. I'm sorry, it's just not. There's no good post office. Everyone at the post office pretty much sucks. But anyway, and now it's saying that they need to resolve this issue, saying that they don't know if I had the wrong address or the wrong name, but it has not arrived, which is crazy because as the buyer, you type in your name, you type in your address, I just print it and tape it. There's literally nothing I can change. I cannot edit the name given to me. I cannot change the address. I just don't know what to say to this person at this point. Get a PO box. If you're buying thousands of packages and you live in a cul-de-sac and the mailboxes are close together, why are you buying thousands of packages and having them delivered at your door? With us being in 2025 and the amount of packages stolen, the amount of Pokemon hype going on, why are you doing this? So it's just a sketchy situation. Nothing is pointing good for him in his direction. I just don't trust it at all. And then I said, in this case, would just recommend talking with eBay over the phone like I did, because your circumstances just truly have nothing to do with me. I'm sorry that that's rude and the mailboxes are the way they are, but it's just not my fault. I didn't build the mailboxes, and I'm sorry that you can't handle the situation in a timely manner, I guess. Like, I truly don't know. The bottom line in this situation, I told them, is that it took them 10 days to even start trying to handle it. You don't do that. No matter where you are, what's going on, you just don't do that. You use a full-time job as an excuse, but everyone works and we find time to do things that are important to us. You say you're looking for help, but didn't come to me with even one message or when you went to your neighbors. Nothing was asked of me, the seller. No type of help needed from the seller till after you request a refund. It's just not adding up. You buy thousands of packages, but never have that problem. It is also weird. It's just, you have that problem if you associate with eBay. That's why people don't do selling on eBay without tracking, because of problems like this, so people can track the packages. But anyway, yeah, I told them USPS is not the most reliable, and someone who's received thousands of packages would know that. You put the address, not me. I just printed it. I said that as well, because like, you're not going to try and say that I changed the address or didn't put the right address. And someone who buys packages and also is a seller, sells on eBay, is saying I put the wrong address, which is crazy to me. I just don't understand it at all. But when I did read this comment, I'm not saying the comment has anything on the person, but a comment inside of this comment is that they didn't communicate whatsoever after 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Your full-time job is not keeping you away from everything outside of your door for 2 weeks. You can talk to your neighbors and ask them a quick question. You can go to your mailbox and see that it's not there. And you can also do a few other things. It just happens like that. My girlfriend works for a company called ResCare. You can look this up. She works 48-hour shifts, 60-hour shifts. It goes on and on. She does what she does. She works hard, but we still get bills paid on time. We still go out and do the things that need to be done while she's working her ass off, probably more than this full-time job clown. I'm sorry, but they're a clown. You're a seller on eBay and a buyer who's bought thousands of packages, but you've never had this issue. It just does not add up. There's no mathing in that, folks. Not at all. Not whatsoever. This is just the absolute most bonkers thing I've ever seen. Like, a way to try to scam someone is not waiting 10 days after the package was stated as delivered. Buddy needs to go back to scamming 101. I don't know what to tell him. But yeah, I truly just wanted to share that and want to hear some other opinions. Who else is dealing with things like this? Like, what is going on right now? You get a card, $45. If we go on Google right now, I guarantee it's going to be cheaper, if not cheaper than that. So what, Zapdos, I probably have it in here, right? Zapdos EX, 151, right there it is. If we check this near mint value, why exactly? Oh my gosh, are you really gonna do this to me? Make me search it up. Which one did I fucking go to? What the hell? Zapdos. All right, here we go. Zapdos, right? And look at that. Look at that price. $48 to $50 is what they paid. They paid $41 before taxes and shipping. $45. Bro, just be happy you can actually make like a $4 profit. Why are you actually trying to scam me out of this card? And I was so wholesome and actually trying to be a legit, nice market price value seller. And things like this are going on. It's so crazy. But I just wanted to share that, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this and if you've had any experiences like this in the comments.